Hello my dears and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Pamela and I put out beauty related videos sometimes. Oh my gosh you guys, I am so excited for today's video. Very excited. And that is because you've obviously read the title. I am going to do a foundation wear test on the brand new Cosmetics Your Skin But Better Foundation Plus Skincare. Reason why I bought this, I'm just gonna get right into this. I'm not gonna like beat around the bush or anything like that. The reason why I bought this is because right on the box, it claims that it is going to improve my bare skin in 2 weeks. When I read that, I was like, gotta test it. I gotta see if it's gonna be true because there's nothing better than not wearing foundation, honestly. And I know it's kind of funny because I'm gonna do a foundation review, but at the same time, like, I'm very intrigued, and I am not one at all to ever purchase a high-end foundation. I'll be straight up. The last high-end foundation I owned was from IT Cosmetics, and it was one that I won in a giveaway, so I didn't even pay for it. And then before that, I can't even remember. I cannot remember a time where I had a high-end foundation that I just purchased myself or wasn't gifted to me or anything like that. So I'm very excited for this. So I wanted to read a couple of things on the Ulta website because I believe you can find this on Ulta as well as the IT Cosmetics website. I'm trying to find this and trying to talk and look for stuff at the same time. It's sometimes very difficult for me to do. As I said, this is the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better Foundation Plus Skincare. Retails for $39.50. Comes in 40 different shades. And the details of this foundation is, it is your foundation but better skin. IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better Foundation is your lightweight hydrating foundation with a natural radiant finish that gives you beautiful looking skin even on days you don't wear it. Experience an instantly better looking complexion and better bare skin in just 2 weeks with your Skin But Better Hydrating Foundation plus skincare. This buildable medium coverage foundation minimizes the look of pores and imperfections while delivering all day hydration and wear with a natural radiant finish. Suitable for all skin types and infused with hyaluronic acid, aloe vera extract, plus vitamins E and B5. Your skin-loving lightweight foundation goes beyond a tinted moisturizer by working behind the scenes as you wear it. After just 2 weeks, skin looks smoother, skin tones appear more even, and skin texture is visibly refined. It's truly your foundation for better skin. So lots of amazing benefits. I don't think I've ever heard a foundation have that many benefits before. Like that's why I was so intrigued to buy it. So I'm gonna test this boy out for roughly 2 weeks. I am going to try my best to wear it every day, even if I just take like one pump and put it all over my face, because I'm genuinely curious if it's going to do this. I am one to sometimes just wear, you know, a little bit of concealer and a little bit of eyebrows and then just walk out the door. So if this is gonna make my skin look prettier, I'm extremely excited. I don't really have too much to begin with. I mean, I have a little bit of normal, like, discoloration from past acne when I was younger. I have pores just like anybody else. It doesn't say anything about fine lines, so we're not going to count this wrinkle, the set of wrinkles I have on my forehead going on, but I'm very excited for the pores and for the better even-toned skin. So we'll see how this does. I do plan to come back in 2 weeks. Today is, by the way, what's today's date? Oh gosh, quarantine life, right? August 5th. So in 2 weeks, I will come back and do a full-on review of this product just to see if it did better my skin. I hope to remember to take close-up pictures of my face, close-up shots of my face, just so that I can see a side-by-side comparison, because I am, like I said, genuinely interested, and that is why I purchased it, because if it's skincare and makeup in one, like, I think that's a win-win, right? Just so you know, I just recently did a foundation review on the ColourPop Pretty Fresh foundation, and that one right now is my favorite foundation. Like, I thought that one was gonna be it for me, but like I said, when I saw the benefits of this, I was like, I have to try it. Like, I need to see this for myself. So this is the bottle, by the way. I still have the packaging. All of the information is also on the packaging. Mine was opened, but I did check to see, and my pump is clean, so nobody's tampered with it. Just But yes, nobody has actually tampered with my foundation. It is a glass bottle, so not a big fan of that. I honestly prefer plastic just because, you know, it's less likely to break, but it is fancy. I mean, it's a $40 foundation, so it better, you know, be fancy. I do like the sleek packaging. I don't know if I will be able to get a shot of this on camera. I'm going to try my hardest, but there is sort of like a glow sheen throughout, almost like you could see the pearl, and it's a very golden colored pearl. So I'm excited to see, you know, how that is. I also want to mention I received a free brush with my order, which I thought was a pretty decent deal since this was a $40 foundation. And this one is the Airbrush Complexion Perfection number 115. So I'm going to try this out today as well. And then they also threw in 2 samples, like 2 skincare samples. I got which are pretty decent size too. I think I'll get like maybe a week's worth of this one because it's a nighttime matte, or a nighttime, what is this called? A nighttime cream. It is the Confidence in Your Beauty Sleep Skin Transformation Pillow Cream. So I'm excited to try that tonight. And then I also got the Confidence in an Eye Cream Brightens, Repairs, and Transforms Anti-Aging Cream. Very nice. So I am going to apply a primer today. Just so you know, I am going to be using the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. This is the original. I figured since this is such a popular primer, it's totally worth trying this foundation out with. So I'm going to be using that as a primer. And then on one side of my face, I'm going to be using a sponge. And then on the other side of my face, I figured I'm going to try this brush. So here we go. I also forgot to mention, I am in the shade Light 23. What shade am I in? Light Warm 23. I am in the shade Light Warm 23. I don't know if I mentioned that in the intro, but I'm mentioning it right now. I can't speak today. First of all, I'd like to say that this brush is phenomenal. I'm very, very much liking this brush. I don't know, I feel like the coverage is a little bit light in my opinion, but I don't mind that. I actually prefer a medium coverage, if not less. I don't know if you can tell, but it's settling into my pores there. And I mean on camera, can't really tell on camera. Once I'm editing the footage, I will be able to tell, but I don't know. It almost looks a little bit drying. It could be that putty primer. I don't know. I usually have really, really good luck with the putty primer, and obviously in the next 2 weeks, I'm going to test it with different primers. I really like the ColourPop Pretty Fresh primer as well. It's very hydrating, but this looks a little heavy on me. Maybe it's this brush. I'm going to try it with the sponge on the other side, and we'll see if I prefer the sponge finish more. There's a hair here that's bugging me. I definitely think I like the sponge more. It definitely sits a little bit prettier on my skin. It looks better on the skin. It's less I don't know, this side looks a little bit makeup-y to me. You could be the judge. My monitor isn't the best as far as like the quality, so when I'm editing this, I will be able to say, and maybe I'll add a note in here or something, but the color looks really, really good. I think the color is fantastic for me, but yeah, I think I like it way more with the sponge. So I am gonna take my sponge and just go over this side because it looks and kind of feels heavier for me, to be honest, on this side. And it looks drier on this side. I don't know why. I mean, you could still see that my skin has that radiant, like dewy glow, but I don't know. So there it is with one layer. I'm just gonna go ahead and do the rest of my makeup off camera, and then I will show you what it looks like in natural light in front of my window using my phone. Okay? Okay. Forgot to mention, the time is now 2:17, so I am getting a late start on this, but I will try to wear it till about 10:30, 11. We'll see how long I want to wear this. But yeah, like I said, next time you'll see me, it's in front of my giant window in natural light. Okay? Okay. Here's a shot in natural light, and the shade match is decent. It's not the best, but it's pretty good. My pores look extremely nice, but that could be the putty primer. Still a little bit dry looking around the nose area, but other than that, I'm actually pretty happy with this. I wanted to show you for the rest of my face, I went in with the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in the satin finish. For my powder, I went in with the AOA Studio Perfect Setting Powder. It is just like a very light, almost translucent powder, so it didn't change the color of the foundation. I also went in with the Ulta Beauty Baked Bronzer. This is absolutely my favorite. As you can see, I've hit pan, but this is a really nice satin-like bronzer because I was feeling like kind of flat. Like, I don't know, for it being a satin foundation, it's looking a little bit on the matte side, I'm not gonna lie. For my blush, I used the e.l.f. Primer Infused Shimmer Blush in Always Breezy. Highlight, I use the Ofra Rodeo Drive, and then for my eyes I have this little e.l.f. bite-size shadow in the shades Carnival Candy. So that's what I've got going on. I didn't spray my face or anything like that, so we'll see how this wears. Like I said, I started this at 2 o'clock, so I'll probably wear it for around 8 hours, or I'm going to try to wear it for 8 hours. So okay, so my first check-in is at 5:31, and it's been roughly about 2.5 hours since I applied the foundation, and I think it still looks exactly the same. Like, nothing has changed. My blush is still intact, bronzer, highlight, my concealer is still looking really, really good. I still feel like it looks a little bit on the dry side. Around my mouth, you can kind of see a little bit of that crustiness that I'm talking about. My pores are looking a little bit, like, enlarged, but I'm thinking it's just because it's feeling a little bit dry for me, to be honest. Kind of ironic being a radiant foundation, but that doesn't really mean anything. But overall, so far so good. All right, so the time is now 10:17. I have been wearing this foundation since about 2 o'clock, so it's been roughly 8 hours. I didn't really do much today, to be honest. We stayed home. We practiced self-quarantine very, very well around here. I have a couple of things that I wanted to say, and I'm going to also insert a very nice close-up of what my makeup looks like right now. Close up, I will say I can kind of see that sheen that you see in the bottle, and it doesn't really look like glitter particles, but it does kind of look like a, I don't know, like, have you ever tried the Becca, is it the Becca Pro Priming Filter, like, primer? I don't know. It's like the Becca primer. I'm not sure what it's called. I'll put a picture or put a description up of it right now. It has sort of this, like, really pretty golden sheen to it that kind of gives your skin this like beautiful lit from within glow. That's kind of like what this is, and I'm not gonna lie, it looks really, really pretty on the skin. It's almost acting like a filter, and I'm not mad about it because I have dry skin, and so for me it looks really, really nice. Now if you're oily, I'm not sure how this is gonna work for you. I have very, very dry skin. I don't know if I mentioned that. Oh God, I'm so bad at reviews. But I have dry skin, and usually anything that's like hydrating or satin or with a radiant finish, I gravitate towards because I have the dry skin. Now, I will say this looks a little bit dry on my skin, and that's why I'm gonna use the Pretty Fresh primer tomorrow. I love this. It's extremely hydrating, and every time I wear it in conjunction with like other foundations, my skin always just looks really, really pretty all throughout the day. And I personally kind of like, coming from a dry skin person, I personally like looking a little bit on the dewier side by the end of the day than to continue to look dry or continue for my skin to feel dry, if that makes any sense. So, you know, that's my preference, like I said, because I'm dry skin. But looking at it up close, it didn't settle into these lines too terribly. I can see it settled a little bit into the lines that I have in between my brows because I look at my kids like this all day. And then I did notice that it is breaking apart around my nose, looking a little bit dry right under the nose, but that area of my face is always dry. I have allergies too, and so I'm constantly like wiping my you know, nose and things like that. In the smile lines, it settled the tiniest bit, but I'm not mad about that. Anything will crease if you have a fine line. I don't know who is trying to fool anybody, and even with the Poreless Putty Primer, I can say that this settled into my pores just a bit. Now, you may not see that on camera. I don't have a filter on this camera, just so you know, but I can see that in my mirror here, because you know how we look at ourselves in the mirror, like we really see all of our imperfections up close and personal. But from a distance, I feel like everything looks really, really good. It held up beautifully for the 8 hours. My skin looks fantastic. It doesn't feel sticky. I hate that like sticky feeling that some foundations will do at the end of the day, but this one didn't do that to me. So overall, I'm really, really happy. I'm super duper excited to test this out for the next 2 weeks. I will be doing it. Like, I am determined, you guys, to put this foundation on my face one way or another every single day for 2 weeks, because it's printed on the bottle. Like, I gotta know if it's gonna really do something. After I'm finished filming here, I'm actually going to remove my makeup, you know, wash, moisturize, and all that jazz that I do. And then I'm going to actually take my first like recording or video of my bare face. And then I'm hoping that in 2 weeks, I will see a slight or significant difference. We'll see. I'm curious, are you? Because if you are, totally subscribe to stay tuned for that, because I'm gonna be really happy if something actually happens, to be honest. Like, I'm gonna be really, really happy. But so far, so good. I will test this out in all sorts of different ways. I can't guarantee that I'm gonna record all of it because I am a mom and mom life is hard, but I am going to try it with, you know, like I said, my favorite primer right now, which is the ColourPop one. I'm gonna try it with just moisturizer. I'm gonna try it with my SPF, or my face lotion SPF that I use on a daily basis. I'll try it with everything and see, you know, how it works. There may be some days where I may not go in with like a full face, but I am determined to try it out at least with something for that day. So hopefully you enjoyed today's demo and first impression on the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better foundation and skincare. So if you did, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and spread my love for makeup, and I will see you guys in my next video. Okay. Bye-bye.